One of the things that you do early in your book, which I think is so valuable, is you define your terms. And I think that you do this because of the complexity of the content with which you're working, right? And you're also writing it as a scientist, so you have to be accurate. I'm wondering if you can talk us through some of the things. So, what I mean by that is, it seems like early on you step back from words like stretch and stress and you try to bring greater clarity and you talk about load and you talk about compressive load or tensile load. So the question that I have is, as a teacher, as a scientist, why did you choose so early to define terms? And do you think that this is one of the challenges that we have in the yoga world, communicating with other people in the yoga world and also people outside of the yoga world, is that we're just often not sharing our fundamental assumptions and language?
Absolutely. And how I discovered this is when I was writing this book, it's for the yoga world, but it was really for me. It was so I could get clear on where I stood on all of this and what all of these words meant to me. And had the fortunate circumstances that I could go out and travel and teach the content while I was in the process of writing. So I really was like, hands-on with my audience. And what I noticed was questions that they would ask me were exactly what you just laid out. They were so not clear. The questions weren't clear. They would ask me a question and I would have to say, well, what do you mean by stability? What exactly are you saying? Because my definition of it might not match your definition of it. So I can't answer it until I know clearly and exactly what you're asking, or even just the word stretch thrown around in a casual context, just based on personal experience. And it might not mean the same thing.